Hello there, everybody. It is I, your friendly hamburger pal, King Mac, and welcome to this special presentation on YouTube. All month long, for the month of June, we bring you the second annual Female Protagonist Gaming Month here on TTBurger 88. We will be covering video games starring female lead protagonists, ranging from action-adventure, survival horror, and other video game genres. Be sure to grab a hot fresh cheeseburger, some delicious golden french fries, a tasty milkshake, and a nice soft drink. Thank you all for watching, and now here is Tony, aka TTBurger88, to bring you TTBurger Game Reviews Female Protagonist Edition on YouTube.
Hey everybody, welcome back! You are watching TTBurger Game Reviews here on YouTube, and I'm your host Tony, bringing you more Female Protagonist Game Month reviews here on TTBurger 88. We're in episode 232, part 1 of 1. I know, one part again, I know, sorry about that. There's a lot of single parts here and stuff to this, but we have a lot to cover here and stuff. Before I get started, I want to shout out to FreeHD and SubZeroMNX King Mac. I also want to shout out to YouTube users Megs, Sadet the Hyper Lamia, Black Healer, and Brickville Stateside. Check their channels out, they're awesome. I also want to shout out to everyone who has supported this channel for the last 6 years. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be as big as today. So I thank you all once again from the bottom of my heart. But we have a lot to talk about here for this episode. Let's check in our cowgirl friend Trixie from Texas. Yo Trixie, howdy, what's shaking bacon down in the heart of Texas today?
Howdy, Tony! As you can guess, I am still practicing for the cowgirl dance contest. Yeah, I'm really feeling it. And that would have made a great segue for Xenoblade Chronicles game review, but I am safe to assume that you don't have the game.
Glad to hear it. Ready for another Female Protagonist game review today?
I am ready. What do we have in store today?
Well, I was thinking once again, you pick the game. What do you have in mind? Sadly, still no cowgirl games, but do you have any ideas?
Damn. Well, how about a survival horror game that you have not talked about? And I have a suggestion for this one.
Good choice. So, which one did you want me to talk about?
That one that's a homage to classic survival horror games like Resident Evil there. The one with Caroline Walker. You know, the one who receives a mysterious letter to take to the old hospital, armed with the lighter and nail gun and more. Talk about being creative with your choice of weapons, am I right?
I was actually thinking of reviewing the one this month actually, so good choice there, Trixie, for sure.
Like totally, Tony. So let's get on with it, shall we? I am sure everybody is tired of waiting.
Okay, here we go. Now, I know this game was first seen on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, because I don't own a PlayStation 5. I got the PlayStation 4 version here. But it's still, yeah, we're checking out stuff. We got Tormented Souls, by the way, for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, and more. Released on August 27, 2021 for the PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series X, then February 25th, 2002 for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and then released on April 22nd, 2022 for the Nintendo Switch. Look at the PlayStation 4 version, the only version I have. Now, Tormented Souls is a fun survival horror game, not the best one though, but still enjoyable. Like I mentioned earlier, this game is a homage to classic 3 survival horror games on the PlayStation, such as Resident Evil, Down Crisis, Silent Hill, Parasite Eve 2, and more. And I like how it brings back the good days of survival horror games before it became all modern action horror, like I'm looking at Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, and all that stuff and such. With the fixed camera angles, the tank-like control, the dark lighting, the limited healing items, and ammo and more, it is a fun game if you enjoy classic 3D survival horror. However, it has some flaws in it to where it could have been better, but still a great game overall. The story. Yeah, let's get started here. We're talking about the story here. The story puts you in the role of Caroline Walker as she receives a mysterious letter in the mail about the disappearance of 2 twin girls at the Wintergate Mansion-like hospital. While investigating, Caroline is knocked unconscious and wakes up naked in a bathtub, and her right eye is missing. You start up the game in the room where you find your way to get out, and the hallway is dark. You find a ladder, you must equip it before the shadow kills you, and you learn about the enemies like that, and about what's going on with the twin sisters and everything. As Caroline, you solve the mystery of the twins to find out what happened to you when investigating. The story is good, a big mystery, although I wish there was a little more to the story and more cutscenes. Presentation of Tormented Souls. The graphics are good. I understand this is the PlayStation 4 version, not the PlayStation 5 version, but the graphics are still good. The character models, not the best character models, but still a lot of detail in them. The environments are the best part, with the lighting making it dark and creepy. Just a warning though, do not turn the brightness up all the way. Everything will look distorted and pixelized and look crappy looking, just like all messed up and screwy. But the graphics are good though. Sound, I also like the sound. It has a classic homage to survival horror games released on the PlayStation like Resident Evil, Sacrifice, Psycho Person 2, and more. The voice acting is hokey, but done on purpose hokey to add the homage to classic 3 survival horror games like Resident Evil. You may not recognize most of the actors, but they are hokey good. Music is also a homage, as you have the saving songs and like hallway songs and all that stuff to the classic survival horror game. So yeah, that's what I can say about the sound. The gameplay is fun, but has some problems here in Tormented Souls. First off, this is a survival horror game with a classic homage feel to it. You have your character going to abandoned buildings, solving puzzles, finding items, and more to progress the story. Also with fixed camera angles, there's a save room, limited ammo, and healing items, and more. The controls are similar to the tank controls found in Resident Evil, and a lot of people do not like the tank controls, but me, I like them. They do not make my hands sore or anything. I don't know if it has to do with me having a double jointed left thumb, but I can't say for sure, but I can say that the tank controls have never had a problem with them. For your weapons, you have like a nail gun and shotgun and more along with some melee weapons. The enemies you fight are these creatures in wheelchairs along with these enemies who appear on all 4 legs and etc. Save rooms are like Resident Evil. Instead of ink rooms, you have little round tapes to put in like tape players like that, like those old-fashioned tape players. I do like how this feels. The hospital-like mansion that feels abandoned and dark and creepy with items like dolls, broken glass, lighting where you need to use your lighter to light the way, and more. It was a fun game, but it has some problems to talk about. First off, Caroline is very weak. It'll take about like 3 hits before dying, and she seems like it's just not very strong. On top of that, it is hard to find healing items. They are scarce and hidden. The enemies are way too strong, taking way too many hits before they die. Some glitches where you turn the lighter off, it goes completely black, and where you have to reboot the game because the colors will be all messed up. There's not that many cutscenes in and stuff, and there could have been more to the story, and some of the puzzles need to be confusing or super easy. Some items are scarce as well. It's a short game, only 3 or 4 hours long, and like I mentioned, the lighting can be too dark at times, especially when you don't have your lighter. Still a good game, could have been better. Final thoughts here: if you want to play an homage to classic survival horror, Tormented Souls is the way to go for sure. It gets a 7.5 out of 10 because of the problems I have with it, but still a good game overall. So Trixie, what'd you think of Tormented Souls here?
I like how it plays like a classic survival horror game, but I can see the problem it has. But what game doesn't have a problem? Though I do have to disagree with you there, Tony. The fixed camera and tank controls seem like a nightmare.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do not like the tank controls, fixed camera ones, but honestly, I like them. I had no problems with them. I grew up with this stuff.
Yeah, in the end, it's your opinion for sure, Tony. And I do agree with the score of 7.5 out of 10. What's the best score to give it? It's a game that should be still worth checking out if it hasn't aged that bad.
Yeah, totally Trixie, for sure. Yeah, you see what I did there? You said totally Tony, I did totally Trixie there.
You totally used them all quotes, Tony. Haha.
Yeah, laugh it up. I guess I totally agree there. Totally Trixie.
Well, it's time that I get back to working on my dance. After all, I am totally gonna win that gold medal. I need to keep practicing. So, until next time, see you in the next episode, Tony. Bye-bye.
See you next time, Trixie. Be on the lookout in episode 233. Which all I gotta say is Tony, peace out, have a day, see you all in episode 223 as we continue with the old Titans Gaming Month. Take care, everybody. Man, I wanna be the best of my domain. Peace of mind never coming to my head, yeah. If I'm first, then I'm gonna end up dead, yeah. I'm here to fuck around and make friends, yeah. I'm here to